So what do we got on the books for today?
Well, many things inspire our different episodes of Muse Me, from a shade of lipstick to a weird idea I have in my head. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on the creations of Jay's designers that are in Thailand. Could you speak on that a little bit, these designers that you have there?
Sure. So it's two individuals. They're amazing people. I was really lucky to meet them through another sister of mine in Washington, D.C., Mafia Bella. And once I got connected with them, we just began working together overline. Overline? No.
No, online.
Yes. We just began working online.
Yes.
And I was lucky enough to finally meet them when I traveled to Thailand last year. So we formed an amazing relationship. They're so creative.
Is there one person in particular that does most of the work?
Well, it's two guys that work together under Arm DS Couture.
Gotcha, Arm DS Couture.
Yes.
And they take Jay's ideas and create these amazing costumes that Jay wears at times when she does drag. I selected one in particular, and that is the pinnacle of today's shoot. It is a slightly diluted reproduction of a very famous dress known as La Chimère. Now, La Chimère is one of the most expensive couture dresses ever to be on the runway, and Thierry Mugler premiered this dress along with the collection in 1997 for his fall-winter collection. And it's an interesting story about this dress is that when I lived in Paris, I photographed a model named Adriana, who I shot for the We agency in Paris. And I selected this girl out of a bunch of girls on the wall, and she had just gotten to Paris from the Czech Republic. She was studying to be a doctor, and she was scouted, went to Paris, was very depressed, and so I was like one of the first photographers to test with her, and she ended up becoming a huge supermodel and ended up wearing La Chimère in the collection in the runway show. So now I'm going to be shooting Jay in, like I said, this slightly diluted reproduction of La Chimère, which is a fantasy creature. So La Chimère was amongst a whole series of couture dresses that were a take on fantastic creatures from inspired by insects and lizards and birds and all these different things that he kind of mushed together and presented. And so this series today that we're doing and the photos that we'll be taking will be in homage to Thierry Mugler, to all of his advertising campaigns, in that often you'll see the model this big in a landscape, and it's like this beautiful landscape, and then there's the model in the couture dress, and we're going to be doing a take on all that Thierry Mugler advertising, as well as just having fun and creating kind of like an animal vibe, a fantastic creature for each of the three dresses. And we're going to be going to
Vasquez Rock.
Vasquez Rock, which is this beautiful landscape of these rock formations. Today we're going to be assisted by Ariel, and Ariel assisted us with the Swarovski and ice and jello shoot that we did earlier. And she's great, so we're excited to have her today.
So we're all going to take a little road trip?
Yep.
Make some magic in the desert?
Yep.
And get Kuki Kani.
Yeah, Kuki Kani, Pupi Pani, and we hope you enjoy this episode featuring an homage to Thierry Mugler. So the first thing that I did is I got rid of Jay's eyebrows by gluing them down, and then a little bit of foundation over the top and powder. So we're going to go with no eyebrow today because we're doing fantastic creatures. Then I'm going to go into the Extravaganza palette by Trixie, which is Jay's collaboration. And I'm going to go into Sachet Away.
It's giving very, I'm blue dabba dee dabba die. So did you know like what kind of eye shape you wanted, or did you just start playing?
No, I'm mimicking what they did in the show.
But of course adding your own twist.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted a twist, eh? Like that?
No. So now that I've put the chassé away, and if you have taken any ballet at all in your life, you will know that the correct pronunciation of the dance term is chassé. not sachet. Now I'm going to cover the eyelid and the under eyelid in the Shimmer Toppers by Trixie in the shades.
Take a hike and skinny dip.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did it hurt you?
Yes, it's in my eyeball.
And then to finish the eyelid off, I'm going to go in with Trixie's lip gloss in High Gay. Very often I will be using makeup that's intended for an eye and put it on the lip, intended for a lip, put it on the eye, use it as blush. You have to be creative. That's why they call us makeup artists. So now I'm going to go in with Props to Ya from the Laganja palette, the Extravaganza palette. I'm going to be using brush P23. And then we're going to rim the inside with black, which is Jay's favorite part. Now I'm going to go into the Summer of Love blush palette, highlight palette.
Both. Blush.
Highlight and blush palette. I'm going to mix a little bit of the darky
Side chick.
with a little bit of the lighty.
Girl on girl.
I'm going to add the blush right here, the blush to the checkers. But to make it a little otherworldly and fantasy, we're going to take that blush right up into the eye shimmer. Now I'm going to take brush P24 and use a little highlighter.
The after school special.
Yeah.
The blush is light.
So now I'm using a collaboration with Trixie Mattel and Sugar Pill. This is Oh Honey in the shade Sweet Tooth, and it's a lip color. And we can be very generous because we're gonna make the lips very big.
Amanda Lepore lips. I can feel it.
After the makeup was complete, Ariel and Robert began prepping the Mylar balloons for the headpieces that Robert would use later in the shoot. And with that, we were off to Vasquez Rocks.
So what's the plan of action? Should I get in my outfit?
I think the first thing we should do is do your headpiece and then get into your outfit. But the makeup does look spectacular.
Is it?
Uh-huh. In the sun, yeah.
I feel like I have giant butterfly wings on my eyes. It's a lot of lash.
It's a lot of lash, yes. Hold here and here.
Mini facelift.
So Mugler created many robotic headpieces. If you watch George Michael's Too Funky video, he has the supermodel Emma wearing it, and I always go back to that and want to recreate it with Mylar balloons. And give me another Mylar. Is that small?
Kooky.
Yes. Yes.
It's like a little head massage. Lime green rhinestone bikini. You get it?
Go, push. Yes.
Push. Oh, yeah. What's happening?
These shoes were created by Amy Smike for the Trixie Cosmetics campaign.
You're gonna pop off of this landscape.
After climbing all the rocks and finally getting in place, we realized I was missing a nail and I had forgotten my bracelets. So we had to play a game of Casatachi for me to get my accessories on and be ready for shoot time.
Come forward even more. Come down the hill a little. Yes. No. Get it back up like you were. Okay, take your time. No rush, no rush. Come forward if you can so I can see your feet. Okay. Spread your legs as much as you, that's good. Relax, hands on hips. Pull your elbows out like this. Face to the sun. Here, down here, yes. Sometimes I'm asking Jay to get into some fairly quasi-dangerous situations, asking a lot of her, and sometimes I feel guilty about it, but then I think about this one Thierry Mugler ad where he had the model on top of the Chrysler building and she's outside and it's very dangerous.
Yes, it was very dangerous sliding down this rock. In fact, I got several glamour wounds on my bum bum.
Beautiful. Here, I'm imagining Jay as some sort of desert lizard. Up slowly. Yeah.
Whoa, Stumbelina! Get yourself together and get the shot. That was one of the hardest things I've ever fucking done. I was balancing on nothing. It's 6-inch pumps. Look at ripped to shreds. Oh my god. I'm so dead. I'm sweating underneath this muchador hat. It's just too much. The fucking things I do for you.
I'm so tired.
The things I do for you. I love you. Get me out of this.
So now we're changing the makeup look here on location in the car. There's people all around. This is a guerrilla style, as we've always told you. So again, from the Extravaganza palette, I'm going to go into Lighters Up because Ganja is in the house, and we are going to change this up for the next look. Close. Isn't that pretty? That's the look. Ugh. I'm kidding. These. Thank you.
Here's another piece by Arm DS Couture, and the look was finished off with Nail Me Right.
For this look, I'm conjuring a desert bird of paradise done as a turn of the century vintage poster.
Well,
We were shut down.
we were shut down. So close. They said it was the feathers.
And as you can see, I spent enough time making the feathers look cool on her head that I'm not going to shoot this without this fucking... Look at that. I mean, that looks so fucking... Las Vegas meets Thierry Mugler meets fucking Cuckoo Us.
Right.
Right. So
feathers stay on and off to a new location we go.
and what I think we're going to do is we're going to drive on the highway, going back exactly the way we came, because there are actually places right on the highway. We're actually going to pull off the highway and shoot right there. So this will be interesting.
Unique. Let's go find a locale.
Imagine driving by this cockatoo.
We were driving away from Vasquez Rock, and literally not 3 feet away, Robert spotted this amazing Stagecoach. So we pulled over, we asked the people if we could shoot here, and they said, sure, no problem. So it actually worked out really great. This is something we weren't intending on at all. Looks super cool, and it was so close.
I am sure when these people gave us permission, they had no idea what they were about to see. Look down. And figured this, yes. Face out of the sun all the way. Good, lean back more. Yes.
I definitely put my stilettos to work this day. Lots of scuffs and a little bit of mud.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Yes. Yes, wait, yes. Now. Yep. Faster and bigger. Now. Eyes at me. And like hold them underneath.
Does it look crazy?
Crazy cool.
More precarious climbing. Luckily this time I had Ariel to help me and I switched to my flats.
So here we are on the highway. It's the golden hour. She's wearing the La Chumère dress. The sun is hitting her so beautifully. The makeup I had done like a Galliano show. It was amazing.
It was truly exhilarating being up on that hill overlooking all the cars on the highway. It was difficult to hear Robert, so I really had to be in tune with him as a muse.
My personal favorite image that I took all day, out of all the 3 looks, was taken right about here.